What movie really motivates you? It's that scene in Mulan for me. If you know, you know. Let's get down to business. I'll stop. New Day Northwest starts right now.
It's a new day.
Now, from the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health Studio at King 5 in downtown Seattle, this is New Day Northwest.
Good morning and welcome to New Day. I'm Kelly Hansen. It's that time again. March Madness games are officially underway. Round one of the men's NCAA basketball tournament is today. Gonzaga and Idaho State are the only Pacific Northwest schools competing, and Washington State will play in the women's tournament, which starts tomorrow. Pretty exciting. Producer Rebecca filled out a bracket. So I must know what your strategy is when you're filling one out.
Well, I just found out, breaking news, that you filled one out too.
I did. Shout out to Marcus, our darling editor, who told me, come on, Kelly, you have 5 minutes. Just do it.
What are your final four? I'm curious.
Yukon, Arizona, Florida, and Michigan.
Okay, I'm Duke, Arizona, Florida, Iowa State.
Okay.
So how did you, and I should say neither of us really know that much about college basketball.
I love college basketball. I love to watch it, but
do?
I don't. Yes, I'm a huge sports fan, big college basketball fan, but I don't know much statistically about anything, but I, just kind of base a lot on when you're seeing Duke #1. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But obviously have some ones that are a little surprised. But how do you do it?
You gotta, that's what, I usually will pick the higher seed, but then the ones where it's 8 and 9, sometimes I'll flip those. And then you got to throw in just a couple spoilers in there. So it's I picked Iowa State to go to the Final Four because I lived in Iowa for a little bit. So I've heard of that one, or it's just, you got to be feeling it. It's a feeling. And
you like it too when your bracket even gets busted on the first day, right? This is a hot take.
Yeah, well, because I love it when the underdog wins.
True.
It's so fun for these schools that nobody's ever heard of, and then you're oh my gosh. Kennesaw State, I'm such a super fan of them, even though I just found out about them.
Yes, and there we are. We're looking at some of the lesser known schools getting exposure. Like you said, it's a little bit of that Cinderella story, which is really fun to see.
So these guys are going to play Gonzaga in the first game, but 48,000 students. It's Kennesaw's in Georgia. Who knew?
Okay, High Point University, we're looking at that.
That's in North Carolina. I'd never heard of them before. Go
Siena
Panthers.
University.
They're in Loudounville, New York. Apparently that's just outside Albany.
Okay, and we have one more, McNeese State University.
Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Home of the Cowboys.
I really like their mascot. I think
it's good.
Well, I can't change it now, but I wish I could.
You're locked in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good luck to everyone that's participating. And now, first up, we're diving into the world of cult classic skincare, the products that don't always have big ad campaigns, but what the beauty editors and top facialists swear by. These are the quiet overachievers, the creams, mists, and serums that you'll spot backstage at maybe a fashion show because they genuinely deliver big results. The man behind this great roundup today of products, 425 style writer and skincare enthusiast, Andrew Hoge.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So have you quietly just been watching behind a curtain because you're in this world on what the top estheticians are using?
I try to keep a pulse on what's happening, and it's one of those things where back in the day you'd see a beauty editor write about it in Vogue or Vanity Fair, but now it's really exciting because all of these editors and writers are on Substack kind of sharing, their information and the insider secrets. So these are all the if you know type of brands.
Ooh, well, I'm so excited. And we have a really talented group of beauty experts, too, right here in Seattle. And
exactly.
Sometimes people don't always think that. They're thinking Los Angeles, New York, but we have the experts,
exactly.
too.
You don't have to leave the state to get amazing cult skincare. A lot of these brands are international. It's hard, previously hard to get, but they're all available locally.
Ooh, okay. Well, I want to just get started then. Yes. We're starting with an exfoliant. What can you tell me about this guy?
This is P50. It is a French brand. It is probably one of the best. It's available at Penelope and the Beauty Bar. It is what a lot of the French facialists swear by. It's exfoliating, balancing, and it's got this really interesting kind of smell to it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very light, but you know it's working. It's one of those.
That's not greasy, that's light.
No.
That's great. And then you have a lip mask too,
Yes.
also from Penelope.
And this is from Monica Heligman, and so this is brand new. I mean, it is quite literally flying off the shelves. It's a clean brand, not a lot of microplastics, and it's supposed to plump and rejuvenate your lips overnight. It's like literally
Overnight.
flying off the shelves.
Oh my gosh. And speaking of hidden gems too, Penelope and the Beauty Bar, for someone that doesn't know, it's in the Fairmont, right?
Fairmont, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Down like stairs, like when you walk in. Okay, locals, pro tip there. Moving right along, we're moving to a cleansing complex.
Yes, so this is from Auteur, and this is available at Seattle Facialist. I love this little spa because it's located right in like almost like adjacent to a gym, so it's very like out of the way, but they have these incredible brands. And so this is a cleansing opportunity here and a toner. The cleanser, it just purifies, it's soft, it doesn't strip the skin of its like essential oils and things like that, and the toner is very restorative and balancing, and so it's a really beautiful, fantastic brand.
And the packaging on this too.
Is so good.
I mean, the fact that this could just sit on your bathroom counter and actually look like you planned all of that as part of the decor is amazing. Love, love. Seattle Facialist for those, right?
Yes.
Okay, moving right along, I've heard of this New Face.
Yes.
And then we have a lotion with it.
We do. So both of these are available from Felico Beauty. So New Face, it's microcurrent. They have a couple of different sizes. This is the mini size, so you can take it when you're traveling. But basically, long story short, it delivers a microcurrent on your jaw and cheeks and kind of helps just a little bit of lifting. The tip here, though, is you have to do it consistently. This is an
like
at-home
every
product.
day? Is this like an everyday
You can
type
do it
of
every
thing?
day, exactly.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
see.
just like a little. It's like
Yeah,
sculpting.
and so like a little sculpting situation around the jawline or a little like contouring at the blush line.
Exactly.
Ooh, that
I know,
feels
isn't that
nice
kinda fun?
too. That's really relaxing.
A lot of great reviews, and people swear by this.
And I love that it's mini, so like you said, you can pop that in your purse and travel
Exactly.
with it. And then this is the lotion it recommends to go.
Well, not necessarily. Actually, this is the Rich Cream from Augustinus Bader, and this is an incredible, I mean, people want to bathe in this. It is so good, and it's just this really lovely cream. We'll quickly put that on there. You can
Please,
feel
I want to
it.
bathe in this
So
now.
good.
Oh, that smells so
It has
good
so
too.
many wonderful qualities, moisturizing qualities. It's top tier.
Ooh, that does feel top tier. So luxurious. Moving right along to something you can find at Yuan Spa, right? A serum?
This is the queen of vitamin C serum, CE Ferluic from SkinCeuticals. And again, this is, not inexpensive, but it works. I mean, this is an incredible vitamin C serum. Put it in with the rest of your skincare routine. Results are pretty much guaranteed.
Oh my gosh. Again, is this something that we should be thinking about, like small little, like a dollop, like a little goes a long way,
goes
right?
a long way. Absolutely.
So
You
it's
can
gonna
feel
last.
it working.
Okay, well that's good because yes, if it's a little more on the expensive side, then we'll have that. Moving right along to another serum from Blue Mercury, right?
Yes, so available at Blue Mercury. This is hyaluronic from Dr. Barbara Sturm, and this is plumping, it's hydrating. It is, again, a gold standard for this type of product, and you can layer that in with the rest of your skincare. It's really lovely.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you can get all of these products locally.
I know,
too,
it's
and then
incredible.
you can actually talk to someone, right?
Yeah,
like, do you
exactly.
recommend that going in?
A lot of these locations have skincare experts. A lot of them do facials and things like that, so they can really customize it to your skin, and that's generally what I recommend. I mean, all of these are great, but like if you're kind of deciding, you definitely want to like tailor based off your skin type.
Right, and
Yeah.
for me, I never know, like when they ask me certain things about my skin, I'm like, I don't know, so it's nice to see someone in that field so they can tell you what kind of
Exactly.
skin you have. This is so
This is
cool
so
and
fun.
interesting. Microneedling, a tool for this,
Microneedling
right?
Glow Pro. So this is available at Nordstrom, and when I looked yesterday, it was sold out.
What?
So I'm holding on to a lot of good stuff here, but this is microneedling. So again, with microneedling, you want to pay attention to your skin. You don't want to go too intense. But what microneedling generally does is It helps with absorption of all of these products. You know, it helps bring collagen to the surface of your skin. There is, of course, professional microneedling, like at a Medi Spa and things like that. But this is at home for like daily use or every other day use, depending on your skin type.
Yeah, and it's not painful
It's
or
not painful,
anything
right?
either, which was like kind of, but you can feel that it's
can
like
feel it
little
working.
microneedling. And I didn't realize, yeah, you're supposed to put all of your like serums and everything in and work. And then it probably wouldn't have any downtime. Like if
Right.
you did, you know, the actual.
Exactly. It's a little like in between care.
Right. That's so good. Okay, we're ending too with a couple serums.
Yes.
You've been talking about these.
I
Levy
love it.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, so fun note, I don't know if you heard about that party on the rooftop with Paris Hilton over the summer, but Dr. Levy is the one who threw that party, and this is an up-and-coming skincare kind of cult classic, available locally. So Dr. Levy formulates this glow serum right here. It has so many good things in it. It's good for fine lines and wrinkles, for brightening, for spot correction. It is a really wonderful complement to your entire skincare routine.
This is a night cream too.
It is,
Oh my
exactly.
gosh,
It
minimizes
works best at night.
pores. Amazing. And then this guy is just, what is this one?
This
AM,
one-
PM?
Yes,
Active
this
Balance?
is actually a great serum for red skin.
Oh.
And they recommend it for that.
Oh my gosh, you have given me so many options. I don't think I could pick favorites, but I guess it's important again to talk to someone, know your skin, so then you can figure out what is the best product, maybe if it's even just one, right?
Even
to
if it's
add.
just one, exactly. Everybody's skin is different, and everybody's routine is different, so.
Well, Andrew, thank you so much. Now I have a lot of things on my wish list for my birthday. Thank you, thank you.
welcome.
And up next, Seattle's youngest filmmakers are making big waves. We're joined by the team behind NFFTY, the film festival that's launching the next generation of storytellers. Plus, we have a taste of Alaska in the kitchen this morning. Chef Sinu from Holland, America is cooking up a brunch favorite that you'll want to try at home. And we get a taste of T-Mobile Park's new eats for the upcoming Mariners season. I'm going to show you the must-haves for when you go to a game. NFFTY, the National Film Festival for Talented Youth, is coming up starting March 26th at SIFF Cinemas in Seattle. It's one of the world's largest festivals dedicated to showcasing the next generation of filmmakers. And here to highlight a few of the films, NFFTY Managing Director Ryan Saunders, as well as Oliver Rodriguez-Dixon, one of the local filmmakers who's entered the competition with his film Role Models. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello. So Ryan, I want to start with you. Tell everyone about the festival this year.
NFFTY's the best.
The end. Mic drop.
There we go. NFFTY's a really special place. This is our 19th edition. It's sort of a hometown success story. It was founded by 3 teenagers back in 2007 with some help from their parents. But it's grown to be the world's largest festival for emerging filmmakers. At this point now, having been around for 19 years, we have filmmakers that are nearly at the Oscars almost every year. One of the filmmakers who tied for Best Short Film at the Oscars just last week is a NFFTY alum. Yeah, so it's really the place to see like what's up next, you know? And so this year we have 235 films from 30 states and 41 countries and territories. So it's one of the most global editions of the festival yet.
Congratulations on all this success, and congratulations are also in order here. Oliver, you are entering your film Role Models. Please tell us about the film.
Yeah, so Role Models is a short documentary film that I made with one of my friends from college. We both graduated together last year, and it's covering the story of a local car club in Walla Walla, Washington, that spans across small towns in eastern Washington, and sort of their story on how they came to be, which is memorializing one of their daughters who tragically passed away in a car accident. And the story follows them rebuilding her truck into a lowrider to remember her, and also it covers the culture and the vibrancy of the car shows and what it's like in the summer in Washington and how special this can all be.
That sounds like a beautiful tribute to her and such a special film. And you're from Olympia, so what's it like to have your film entered in Seattle and with this festival?
Man, it feels really special for me. Like being from Washington, Olympia is, it's not quite Seattle, but we like to claim, the greater Seattle area sometimes. But I think that, having the access to friends, family, being able to come see the event, and especially people in the lowrider community here in the Northwest. I mean, this is something that it's not always talked about. I think a lot of people affiliate lowriders with California and the Southwest, but we're really trying to put Washington on and let people know that, you know, the culture's up here too. So you're going to see a lot of the lowriders at the show, at the screening, and we're really excited to be here in Seattle.
Well, I'm so happy for you. This is awesome. Can't wait to see that film. And Ryan, we're going to highlight some other ones too. First up, Love 192. Tell me.
It's a very special film. One thing that's really unique about it is that the first half of it is filmed within a virtual role-playing game. So it's a virtual cinema inside the game that they've filmed it in, and it's about a burgeoning queer relationship that sort of transcends the pixels, right? They're meeting online as the server's about to be shut down, and then they meet in real life in location photography shot in the American Midwest as they meet in person for the first time. And it's an incredibly tender story that I think is really pushing the boundaries of what constitutes filmmaking in real and virtual spaces.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, a little something for everyone here. Restricted is the next film you want to talk about. Please tell me more.
So Restricted, as I mentioned, this is one of the most global editions of NFFTY yet, and we're debuting a lot of countries that haven't been at NFFTY before, and this is the first year we've had a film from Palestine.
Wow.
And the film follows a young runner who is she's qualified for a world championship, but she's unable to attend because of the restrictions on travel and occupation. And so the film is this incredible portrait of resilience and strength as she sort of fights and has to risk to make some decisions to be able to participate in what she loves. So it's a really beautiful film.
Gosh, global, like you're saying. This is awesome. And then this next one, you're going to have to help me to pronounce this one, please.
Of
Our
course.
third film.
Yes, so this one's from Iceland. It's called Fjallferð, which means the mountain trek. And I love Iceland.
I love Iceland. One of my favorite places to visit.
I love Icelandic sheep, so you've seen them, yes?
What about the ponies?
Well, of course the ponies,
Okay.
yes, but and then I love Icelandic wool. And so this movie is about the roundup for Icelandic sheep in the Highlands. And so it follows a group of farmers as they're rounding up the sheep, and it's a community portrait of them, gathering them, and it's also a focus on a sustainable future. This film plays in our environmental screening block, and it focuses on the way that the sheep are actually giving back to the environment by having them graze across the countryside, and the grass is growing back. And it's just so beautiful. I mean,
it's
gorgeous.
beautifully shot. The cinematography and all of these that we've seen are just fantastic. Lastly, we have one more to talk about, Dear May. What can you tell me about this one?
Dear May is a deeply moving film. It's in our closing night program, and it also closes out the entire festival. So it's sort of like the last film, the last taste of NFFTY you get if you attend. And it follows two sisters whose mother has recently passed away, and they try to honor her legacy by maintaining their restaurant, which is a Michelin-rated restaurant in Thailand. And the film sort of traces this, the interpersonal drama between the two sisters, but as they grow closer through their grief in their work. And so it's both something that looks back at the past and memory and tradition, but also looks toward the future, towards what they can accomplish together.
So inspiring. All of those look fantastic. Where can people get tickets and find out more?
So definitely check out nffty.org. That's where we've got our passes on sale, where you can get 3-day passes, individual tickets. You got it all. We got all the options available. And we also have a virtual festival that runs, that's available worldwide. So folks can share with friends and family and check out the festival after the in-person weekend.
And before we leave, Oliver, I want to know any tip for young filmmakers that are watching?
Oh, so much. I mean, I was just talking to Ryan about the process of making role models and how at one point we didn't own a camera between my team. So, and we still were just finding ways to make it happen. And that's very unprofessional. I wouldn't recommend to not own a camera, but I would say that if you find a story that speaks to you, it's worth it to make it happen, to see something completed that you put your heart and soul into, and you can look back on forever. We made role models forever,
You did.
It
It's
wouldn't
going to
have
live
been done.
forever. Your passion is infectious, both of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
And opening night will be a red carpet gala at SIF Cinema downtown on the 26th. The rest of the films throughout the weekend will screen at SIF Cinema Uptown. Virtual screenings will go through April 5th. And when we return, another round of From the Inbox, where we're talking drinks and snacks with producer Joseph. Stick with us. Welcome back. It's time to check in on some of the fun items that have been mailed to Team New Day recently. We have another round of From the Inbox. Oh yeah. Producer Joseph joins me now with some beverages and even some snacks.
Two of my favorite things.
I know, same. Carbs, love it. Okay, we're starting though with Arrowhead sparkling water.
Okay, so I don't know about you, but I'm a huge sparkling water fan,
So
and there's
am
like
I.
a million brands out there now, and I had never heard of this one, so when I got this in the mail, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, oh, Arrowhead. So we've got Desert Bloom, Lime Prickly Pear, Golden Hour Mango Dragon Fruit,
Whoa, these
Sunshine
flavors.
Squeeze Lemon, and Snowberry Raspberry Vanilla. All sound like really fun, unique flavors, right?
I know. Can you give me the mango one? Can we pick and try?
I want to try this prickly pear one. Sounds like really
Okay.
interesting to me.
This would also be kind of good for like the summer if you wanted to maybe put a
Mix
little.
something with it,
That's
who
what I
could
was
say?
going to say. A little mixer. Okay, let's try. I have the mango dragon fruit.
Oh, that's nice. Very subtle flavor.
Oh, it is really. Oh gosh, I really like that. I'm a big sparkling water girly too. I feel like going to Europe is when I'm always like, okay,
Yep.
give me no flavors, but here
And I'm
I always want a subtle flavor.
reading the ingredients label.
Oh, what do you see?
No sugars added, so that's what I'm always looking for.
Oh,
so
and you're on your whole 30 journey.
I'm winding down because I'm about to try some wine here in a second.
Well,
but
sorry to ruin that.
I know it's okay. But yeah, so I'm a fan of that. That's good.
Okay, I'm all in on that. We're moving now. Something to
Smash
add.
Kitchen.
Smash Kitchen.
So this is like actor Glenn Powell's sort of brand.
He's the best.
Basically like cleaner versions of like a lot of things you eat, like condiments, which we've featured on the show before. And now I guess he's doing chips. I didn't know that, but here they are.
But it's better ingredients, like you said, still packed with flavor.
Yep.
So there's rosemary. This one I'm going to try.
Classic
is
salt tortilla
hot
chips.
honey barbecue.
This, I think nacho cheese is like a take on Doritos. So let me give it, I've tried none of these
And
before.
I'm seeing these too. No artificial flavors or colors. So that all looks good. And it's nice when you can see everything in the ingredients are things that you can actually say out loud.
that's
What do you
yummy.
think? What was your flavor?
I did the nacho cheese. That's good. I would eat a lot of that if I could.
Oh. Wait.
Can I try one of those?
Hot honey, anything barbecue flavor, I'm all in, but the hot honey has a little subtle like hint of something, some spice. That's really, really good.
Hot honey's really having a moment right now.
He's always sending us stuff. Like you said, he was like obsessed with hot honey and all of these condiments.
That's Glenn.
And that's Glenn for you.
Yep.
We're on a first name basis.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, moving
right.
right along.
So this
how
is,
we're finishing.
This is from Brown Wine.
Love them.
And they had this Gigi's Garden label, and Gigi is the founder's grandmother, which I think is a really touching way to honor a family member if you own a business. So this is the original one, the Sauv Blanc with Pinot Gris.
Okay.
Cheers.
60% Sauv Blanc. Cheers. 40% Pinot Gris. Let's try.
Delightful. It tastes like a spring summer day.
Oh my gosh, take me to summer right now. That is really, really, really good.
I love that.
I'm usually more of a red wine girly, but this is absolutely fantastic.
I like it all.
And I love the label, like Gigi's Garden, everything so cute.
So this is their new one, the rosé. So shall we give this one
Okay,
one more
let's do
cheers?
it. Cheers, cheers.
Oh, that's good.
That is so easy to drink. Oh my goodness.
That doesn't taste like a
I
typical
love this too.
rosé
She
to
said,
me.
my beloved grandmother Gigi was an avid gardener and loved to end her day with a glass of crisp rosé. Her memory lives on in every single sip. That
Gigi
is
sounds like a
pretty
lady I would like to hang
beautiful.
out with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
love hanging out with you because you brought literally all the
I know,
goods.
and
My
all-
3 favorite things.
Yeah, all these people just, mail to us. People out there, send us more stuff so we can try it.
I know. I guess that's the tip there.
Yeah, it's
Please
fun.
send us
Yeah.
products and we'll try. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
And coming up next, more treats are coming. The Mariners are raising the bar when it comes to ballpark food. We're going to have a full preview of the new food coming to T-Mobile Park this baseball season. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
It's a new day.
The countdown is on to baseball season. Opening day for the Seattle Mariners is next week, and T-Mobile Park is ready. You can expect some delicious new food to be debuted, and I got a sneak preview of what's on the menu. Take a look. This is one of my favorite days of the year. I'm talking about the T-Mobile food preview. So much to try today. There's an ube Rice Krispie treat in there. There's fairy crab nachos. What? If you can imagine it, it's happening this season. It's already gonna be so special because it is the Mariners, but the new food menu, I think we need to go and check it out. Ferry boat situation, crab nachos, but if seafood is not a friend of yours, don't worry. You can get chicken tenders, just straight nachos, or even fries. And did I mention the best part? It's float. This $8 souvenir upgrade actually celebrates the Washington State ferry system, 75 years, and the 50th season of the Seattle Mariners. And do you see the dessert too? The little moose? Come on, iconic.
It is dinner and a show when you come to T-Mobile Park. Like, this is the thing. It's different than it was 20 years ago when you go to a baseball game and it was just hot dogs and hamburgers. Fans expect more, and frankly, they asked for this. And we want to deliver.
Speaking of dessert, I have been so excited about the new churro flavors. This is the fruit cereal one. There's also an apple pie one. So much goodness to try. And I just feel like we have to do just that. We must try. Also a fan favorite, you can see how busy it is behind me. Pierogi. If you know, you know.
Nobody leaves T-Mobile Park hungry at all, and we don't really, we want to be able to answer that question, like, what's for dinner? Like, 10 people can come and they have something. It's awesome.
And now for some tacos. This is from El Rinconcito, and it's actually right next to Edgar's. First time that this is going to be at the ballpark. Let's dive in. What? Roll me out of here. Look at all the food I tried, and there's a lot more where that came from. I think this season is going to be the absolute best. Go Mariners, and literally, roll me out of here. So many of us are living with kitchens that look fine but function terribly. And most of the time, we don't even realize how much time and space we're losing. Shelf Genie designer Teresa Bowman is here to show us a few smart fixes that can transform the way you move in your kitchen. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. I'm loving everything that we have out here, which we're going to get to shortly. But how does Shelf Genie give a custom kitchen feel without a full remodel that's going to take months, years, forever?
Longer than you think, costs more than you think. And I think when most people find Shelf Genie, whether we're at a home show or a fair, or they catch us on TV, they're like, oh, they put glide outs in, right? Or pull outs. And we're actually a start to finish service. So we're going to come in, custom design, build your materials here in the US, and then professionally install your pullouts. So we retrofit it to your existing cabinets. You don't have to replace them. We just make them more functional, more organized, more accessible.
Wow, and some of these finishes and everything that we're seeing on the coffee table are beautiful. So you can pick and make it custom and unique and really personalized.
Yeah, like we'll go into maybe some housing areas where they have the same exact floor plan, but when we come in and do an organizational audit, it's a very different design because they have very different lifestyles, they cook very different things, and then also they might want a different aesthetic, especially when they open up their cabinet doors.
Definitely. When you're helping people improve their space, what do you see over and over again as like the same problem?
So I know I talk about like function, access, organization. That can come in the form of when we call and say, hey, tell us about your space. And they're like, I've got a pot pile. It's just piles and piles of pots. Or I have like this Tupperware avalanche. And it's just like, I'm so frustrated every time I'm in my space.
And you can't see everything that you have. No. I have the Tupperware issue. Yep. I have the pot pile issue. I never know. Like, do I have a cast iron? Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? We have some before and after photos. I love seeing these. We're starting with pots and pans. What are we seeing? Explain.
So it looks simple, right? A lot of folks are just like, oh, I'd love pullouts for pots and pans. Maybe I need to. Your designer is going to look at your volume of inventory, ask you how often you use it. They might even ask, like, you know, do you do certain dishes where it's a little bit more intense on the weekends or Friday nights, or do you bake? What's that look like? And so if it's 2, what we want to do is give you full access. So the full depth of your space will be the full extension of your space. And if it does make sense, maybe do 3. Most people don't think that they can do 3 because they're like, there's not enough space. But we custom build to the nearest millimeter. Mm-hmm. And so if you look at the photo, like a lot of times you'll see a pot pile of like 3, 4, 5, 6, and the one you want to use is number 2 or 3 in that pile.
Right.
Because that's just where it fits in the pile. Your lids, I don't know if they're in the same cabinet, maybe they're in their own pile, but you can co-locate your lids, and if it does make sense to do 3, you can have, large pots, medium pots, and then maybe skillets and flat items.
That's so great to see, because you see how much space you're not using vertically on the left.
Exactly.
And then how you can use and fill that space in a way that makes sense, and it's going to be functional, which is amazing. Next up, we're going to talk food container messes. So tell me what's working and not working from this photo.
Oh my gosh. So we like to call that one the Tupperware tumble.
Yes.
So same thing with piles, and we're seeing that a lot of cabinets, they only have like a half shelf, so you have no choice but to stack, because you don't have that full surface area for storage. And so we'll do simple things like maybe add a divider so you can brace your like items with your like items. Maybe stack the same shaped items, so that way you know that if you need a particular size, particular size base, you know that just adjacent to it is going to be the lid that goes with it. And so you're not using things like foil or plastic wrap because you just can't find it.
Exactly. It's a mess. It's so frustrating. Pantries are also a big source of frustration for people. We're going to see some before and afters as well. Please explain what's happening in the photo on the left.
Yeah, so like a lot of folks will go into maybe the Container Store and buy accessories, which they can be great, right? It just depends on what kind of problem you're trying to solve. Here, we'll find that most cabinetry or lower cabinets are about 2 feet deep, like anywhere from 21 to 26 inches, but they're only using the first third, and then they want to keep it in front of them, right? You had mentioned, like, I don't know how many things of like these canned beans do I have. And so they'll do things to avoid stacking and do accessories like that. And you see they have 6 levels of storage on the left for the bottom and top portion of that pantry. When we installed our glide outs, we did 6 levels just on the bottom portion.
Jeez.
So that way you don't need a step stool to get to the things you need in the back. And a lot of times if it doesn't make sense, like we won't put pullouts up there unless it was something like whatever you design for. A lot of times it could be liquor, right? Keep it out of the way, but still be able to pull it out. But for this one, yeah, we had all 6 levels just moved down. We were able to size like items with like items, and we like to have tall, heavy things in the bottom, work our way up to the most frequently used items to about chest to chin height. So it's right there, readily accessible, it's functional, and it's organized.
That looks stunning. I just need you all to come into my home, Stat. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing all this. It's so cool to see this in real time. So thank you. And Shelf Genie has a special offer for New Day viewers. The first 15 callers will receive a free professional design consultation and free installation. Just call the number that you see right there on your screen. And we'll be back with more New Day Northwest right after this.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Shelf Genie.
Detecting cancer early could save your life, and that's the experience one local woman who was treated by Overlake Medical Centers and Clinics. She's here to share her story alongside the doctor who treated her. Please welcome Dr. Pam Pillai and her patient Rachel Owen. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Dr. Pillai, I want to start with you. If you can explain what gynecologic cancers are.
So gynecologic cancers are any cancers aside from breast cancer affecting women uniquely, such as ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, even cancers of placentas, fallopian tube cancer, and any of the cervical cancer, any of the gynecologic organs.
Yeah, and how can women be proactive with understanding their risks with these types of cancers?
One of the most important things about understanding your risk is knowing your family history. That's really important. And then sharing that with your physician. So in terms of risk assessment and then very importantly, risk reducing strategies, that family history really is key.
Amazing. I want to get to you, Rachel, with your story. If you don't mind kind of telling us a little bit about your story and why you think early detection then is so important.
Yes, so when I was 21, I started having some pelvic pain that I just knew wasn't period related, it wasn't normal, so I ended up going to the ER and doing an exploratory surgery where they found endometriosis. And so the next year I did an excision surgery for that, and they ended up discovering a tumor on my ovary. And I decided to get a few opinions and ended up with Dr. Pillai.
Oh my gosh. And how did things kind of change for you, once going in and hearing that you have this tumor and then now?
Yeah, well, as soon as I met Dr. Pillai, I knew I was in good hands. She recommended that we take it out right away, so I went into surgery the next week, and my symptoms improved a lot, and I'm just really grateful for the outcome.
Congratulations, that's amazing. So early detection is key to go in with something like this, right, doctor?
Oh, absolutely. And I think, credit to Rachel and her mom, too, who knew that the plan didn't exactly sound right for her in terms of the initial opinion of kind of watching and waiting and see what happens when she knew this process was happening in her body. And fertility was very important to her. So they were proactive and sought out more opinions, and were able to have a great outcome, preserve her fertility. And
a couple rounds of egg freezing, which was recommended by her. So it was really great to have that holistic help.
Yeah, that holistic approach is so important. And Dr. Pillai, why should someone choose Overlake Cancer Care?
Well, we have a wonderful cancer center. It's a whole program and really a team approach with the goal of providing patient-centered care. So our physicians are there, surgeons, medical oncologists, but also a big supportive team of dietitians, geneticists, nurse navigators, our social workers, and our philosophy and our goal is to provide comprehensive and holistic care for the whole patient and for also their family members, who are very important in the supporting the patient as they go through their journey with cancer.
Definitely. And how can people learn more and get screened too at Overlake if they're watching this and thinking, okay, I might need to come in?
Well, again, it's great to be familiar with your family history, because oftentimes your entry into the system would be perhaps through a genetic counselor or through our high-risk screening clinic. But anyone, and hopefully we'll provide a link today.
We will.
Can look at what we have to offer at the Cancer Center by just going to our website.
Definitely. And Rachel, I want to end with you, if you don't mind. What advice you have for other women after having this experience?
Yeah, I think like you said, that early screening and just knowing when something doesn't feel right is really important, and making sure you pursue that until you can figure it out.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time today and for sharing your story. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Yay.
Thanks.
And for more information about this program at Overlake Medical Center, just visit the website that you see right there on your screen. And coming up next, we're serving up a taste of Alaska this morning. Holland America's chef is here with a dish that I've been looking forward to all week long, and it's straight off their brunch menu. Stay tuned.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Overlake Medical Center and Clinics.
It's a new day.
I recently visited Alaska on a 7-day cruise on Holland America's Eurodam, and all week long I ate to my heart's content. And my next guest is the mastermind behind the food on that ship and all others in Holland America's fleet. And we are so excited that he's here with the next Alaska cruise season just around the corner. Chef Sinu Pillai, welcome back to New Day.
Thank you, Kelly. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. You are cooking one of my favorite things. Pancakes.
Wow, amazing, right? It has to be, because when we say Alaska, everybody thinks, is it going to be seafood? So we said, you know what? Let's introduce one of our beautiful dishes from our Alaskan brunch menu. So yes, definitely, it's a beautiful weather outside, right? That rainy, cozy. So you want to have some nice warm pancakes.
I do.
With some homemade blueberry.
Ooh.
On the ship, we make with the wild Alaskan berries. So we have the blue Alaskan berry compote. But today, because we are in Seattle, on board Holland America, we always say go local. So I got some local Pike Place Market blueberries. I prepared a beautiful compote as well. And at home, you could also make some blueberry jam.
And do that easy. And how do we get started with the pancakes today?
So if you could help me.
I'm going to try.
So we have for the home cooks, we have the recipe already.
Great. Yes, we see the QR code. So nice.
Right? So you will need 2 eggs. You want to start with the flour in the bowl.
Start with the flour though.
Yes, please. Then you can add all the dry ingredients like the baking powder, the sugar, the salt. You can mix it through, please.
Okay, I can do that with a little whisk. Dry ingredients first.
Yes, please. Then we add the 2 eggs, please.
Okay.
Would you like me to help with it? Or?
Oh yeah, why not?
Yes.
Otherwise, we're going to be here a while, Chef. Ooh, you did it fancy too, the way you cracked an egg.
Right?
We're going to have to watch that one more time with a little.
See, that's.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so then I'm whipping this up. Do I add milk or what goes in?
So we have the milk definitely, but if you want to make it a bit more richer, it's good to have some half and half. It helps as well.
Some cream, like heavy cream or something?
Exactly.
Creamy?
So but half an hour is great because the cream has more fat content. So you think we're gonna be ready by the time? So no, don't worry.
It's a little messy over here. Nothing too serious.
So I heard you're planning to visit our cruise ship, Eurodam.
I am. I'm so excited. I obviously went, back in the fall. It was spectacular and I loved it so much. I'm going back for the first cruise at the end of April.
Fantastic. So again, back on a cruise. What about Holland, America, we do cruise tours. Have you heard about it?
No.
See, that's the thing. A lot of guests are still not aware that Holland, America not only sail in Alaska, but we also have something called cruise tours. It's the land and sea. You could go to Denali. We have a beautiful Denali lodge there.
No way.
Explore the land. We can go as far as Yukon as well.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can you invite me so I can make sure? Is this an invitation right now?
You're part of the Holland family now. You can always come in. Just tell us when you want to go and
Okay. Well, I like that.
So I don't
Tell
think
everyone what you're doing.
Ready,
this looks a little messy.
I got it covered.
Okay,
I
thank
have
you.
it covered, so I made sure that we have the batter ready
The
just in case.
consistency looks a lot better with yours. I'm not going to lie.
So this is the beauty part here. Just in case, so we're gonna make it a bit more hotter. And as well, with the beauty about Alaska is as well, it's not just the destination, it's just the food as well. It's so fresh. I always say when you're in Alaska, you really know how beautiful the life is. You are tasting the fresh seafood, the fresh Alaskan berries. It's all part of our menu as well, how we integrate into the menu.
I know, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I made cocktails with you all, and it was all themed, like Alaskan themed. It was amazing.
Some fun part about when you're in Alaska on board our ships, don't forget to go to the ocean bar as well. And we have this beautiful, guess what? We make a beautiful cocktails from the glacier ice.
Yes, that's what I did. And it's so awesome to feel connected to the destination that you're going.
Fantastic.
So tell everyone at home what you're doing. You heated up some butter.
Then heated up some butter, not much,
Yep.
just a touch. And I'm on a strict diet regime, so I got planned for that one as well.
There's a plan for the diet.
On board the ship, we have this beautiful recipe with the wild Alaskan berries, right?
Yes.
And we prepare it with the wild berries, and then we serve it with some nice lemon curd.
Oh,
so if
wow.
you are at home and you are getting you don't want to go through the whole mess, it's better. Can you help me with the berries? You want to
just
do the honors,
them,
please?
Yes,
place them. They will
place
like
them
it.
wherever my
Fantastic.
heart desires.
Exactly. See, you're an artist. That's beautiful.
Natural.
That's an art there.
How many? That's enough? That's enough? Okay.
Enough. So yes, so we prepare them and we will serve it with lemon curd. We got some homemade lemon curd. Of course, we prepared it. And again, wow, this is beautiful. Already ready. That was nice.
Already ready.
So
that's the fun of television.
So how do we finish it off? We will gonna finish it off with some nice blueberry. And this weekend on a Saturday in the Bell Harbor Conference Center, we are hosting our Alaska Cruise and Travel Show.
Yes.
So
and people have the chance to win something big, right, if they come.
Free cruise.
Free cruise?
You come and you register yourself. Then you're going to win the free cruise.
All right, and then you're putting some lemon curd on the pancakes now.
Just make it look nice.
Oh, very
Brilliant.
fancy.
Then
Okay.
we're going to put some whipped butter. This is already done for you.
Fantastic.
Oops. Okay, butter has been naughty. That's good.
Okay, and then this is amazing. You're adding some zest, and then what
Very
you talked
important.
about earlier, too, with a little diet trick.
It's very important.
Okay, so fresh lemon zest, too.
Fresh lemon zest helps that, it always helps to lift that flavor up. And like I mentioned, I'm trying to be on diet, so it's very important to have some of the greens for the breakfast as well. So I got some beautiful broccoli and kale cress out there.
You guys have a little of everything on the cruise, though. I mean, if you are on a diet,
We got something for everything.
You have something for
we got
everyone.
Dietary, we got vegan, we got
Yeah.
anybody with any dietary restrictions, we got special chef doing that as well. So it's always great. And what is the best way? And you know what? You don't want to go through all the fuss. Come and visit us on Saturday for the cruise and travel show. And you will be lucky. You're lucky. You will get a free cruise as well.
I know,
And
lucky. Okay, how do we finish this?
This is the most tricky part. You don't want to make it messy as well, right?
Nothing you've done looks messy. This looks iconic. And then do you pair this with bacon sometimes, a little protein, whatever you want?
Yes, I had some bacon as well, just in case if you would like to, if you
I mean,
wanna.
why not? I'm apparently not on a diet today.
Oh.
Well, maybe I am with the little.
Just
Look at you!
Just you mentioned you're not on a diet. Let's.
So you're gonna give me two?
2 pieces.
Okay, I am gonna try this, and while I'm trying this, why should people join Holland America for a cruise? Because everything you guys do is
There
amazing.
is no other better way to do it, and nobody does. And can I tell you one more secret?
Tell me all the secrets.
Next year it will be 80 years, Holland America in Alaska.
Really?
See, that's the thing as well. So who else does better than Holland America? You can go. It's not just about the destination. It's about the destination focused dining as well. What we do. So when you're in Alaska, relaxing in the dining room for that beautiful on a sea day for the brunch, and you're gonna have that with that fresh Alaskan wild berries with the lemon curd blueberry compote. You know, you're living a dream, you know, and let us do the hard work. All you have to come, the only stress you have to do is decide
Sign up.
choose the date, sign up, and then you come on board and we do all the hard
Come
work.
with me when I'm going. This was
Excellent.
amazing. 10 out of 10. Thank you for bringing delicious brunch for me this morning.
My pleasure.
And this was a blast. And then don't miss the Alaska Cruise and Travel Show again Saturday, March 21st at Seattle's Bell Harbor International Conference Center. Thanks for spending time with us today. For more New Day fun, subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
It's a new